The following is a special presentation of MRE Uno Division 2. You're watching the 2025 MRE Uno Division 2 Championship. Tonight, a rarity in this championship, as the loser's bracket rolls on. The two LCQ winners square off to decide who will keep their hopes of D1 promotion going and a possible second chance at a D2 World Championship. The story for João in this championship has been winning in rematches. Bree in the LCQ, J Money, Taco in this double elim championship. However, tonight is a new opponent for him, as he will take on an opposition that has had a similar path to him in this postseason, but a very different regular season. He looks to keep the roll going, coming off his most convincing win in this double elimination stage of the postseason. We will keep saying it again and again that Evan was lucky to find himself back in the LCQ, but now he's starting to prove his worth and make his case for his promotion. He may have lost his opening round match, but took it to the second best player here in Saiyan to send him home 0-2 in this postseason. A second chance will continue for one of these hopefuls. The two survivors of the LCQ match up with the season on the line. D1 promotion for both hangs in the balance. One wrong move could derail all the hopes. The losers bracket powers back up tonight with the LCQ winners back in a lose and you're out situation. It's João, it's Evan, and it is next. Good evening and welcome back to the 2025 Division 2 Championship as we power up the losers bracket once again. The first of two matchups will just be matches in pairs the rest of the way as the round 2 of the losers bracket starts right here. We've sent 4 players home and just 8 players remain in the fight for a championship and spots in Division 1. As tonight we will have the two LCQ bracket winners, the 11 seed João, the 12 seed Evan. We were just one game just last season in this championship. This is the first time we're seeing the LCQ winners square off in a game in the championship, the double elimination stage. We were just one game from this happening last year. Pikachu and Jenna were the LCQ winners last year, and of course, well documented that Pikachu made it out of the LCQ and couldn't find his way to promotion. And of course, he's right and surefire candidate for promotion at this point in time. But went to the round 1 of the losers bracket and fell in 7 to Goldie, who had fallen out in the opening round, the opening game for her, which prevented that matchup from happening. That's the closest we've been, and now we had some upsets to get us here. We take a look right into the bracket here, and the round 1 is done. We've sent 4 home. João sending Taco home 4-1 in another rematch, his third rematch of this postseason. And for Evan, sending Saiyan Titan home in 6 to set up this 11v12 matchup. Coming up tomorrow at 2, we will have Red and Ridley. Red, the only top 4 seed remaining in this lower bracket. You have Myhel and Mark still up in the winners bracket, which they will play coming up both winners semifinals will be coming up on Tuesday. We will talk about that later on as we go through the show here, but right now it is going to be João and Evan, and we are going to... I sent this question to João. I'm gonna ask this to Evan. Evan, I mean, we talked about it time and time again. You and me, we were the ones that didn't really, guarantee our spots in LCQ. You've obviously got a lot further than myself, but you've been able to really prove yourself. You may be in the losers bracket at this point, but able to prove yourself, sending Saiyan home just a couple days ago. And now here you are up against João, who has a similar path, has did win his opening round game, unlike you lost your opening round game. Both went 7, but he fell to Mark, which set up the eventual outcome here. Your thoughts on playing João, having a similar season in the postseason so far, and playing the fellow LCQ bracket winner, what you believe is going to be the key to you getting the upper hand over him tonight? Wow, hoping it's just a good match. See what Evan says. No friends in the booth for me tonight, so we're just gonna crack on right after this. And about what I need to get the upper hand, I'll keep that to myself. So keeping it close to the vest, João does. But again, tomorrow at 2 will be Red or Ridley. And then, of course, realize that the winners of these games do not play each other. The losers in the winners semifinals will be the opposition for the winners of these games. So the loser of My Hell Pikachu will play the winner here, and then the loser of Mark versus Geo will play the winner between Red and Ridley. Evan says, the score doesn't matter to me anymore. I just want to have a fun match with João. And really, yeah, we all want to have fun here. That's what this league's all about. But of course, these players might not be thinking about it, but promotion hangs in the balance for these two. And we will see if they can get it done and move forward and keep going in the losers bracket. Second chances are everything, and that's what they are in this D2 championship. We're ready to go. Cody Smart's our ref. He'll put in the cards. João, it'll be his call first. You can go ahead and ask him since he's not in VC. But he will have the first call. Once again, a best of 7. 1 power play, as per usual. João sending Paco home in a 5-game series. That was the most convincing win he's had. João lost in 7 to Mark before beating J Money in 7 in a rematch of that Archery April finale. We're going to go with Old Faithful 9, as he says. So here we go. And we start off with a red 8. And another first turn switch, the common thing that's been going on in this league lately. First turn switches, and João's going to go green. Evan sticking with that as well, but João quickly crossing the blue 9. So trying to put up a smoke screen here early, João, and he has the other blue 9. Lots of 9s for João here early. Lots of 9s on the board in general. Evan with a double play, reverse into the 7 on the blue. Trying to see if he can cut through that smoke a little bit. As he takes the possession arrow lead, João going to take it back to green. And Evan going to undercut that with the yellow 7. Trip 7s, buy yourself a lotto ticket. Quat 7, but a ditto yellow, so no rainbow there. And a double play from Evan. And João just continues to play it clean. Early light switches not working too well. Evan down to 2. Does he have a double finish here? Has a wild red. Does João have something to stop it? No. So Evan is going to take game 1 in just just about 90 seconds. What? 125. Literally nothing. Oh, 8. No ammo. Okay. Okay. I was like 8 ammo. Yeah, nothing to say there if you're Evan, really. I mean, Evan, unless you have any comment on that one, that seemed pretty cut and dry. You just were able to double play your way down, really. Seemed like he was trying to take control early with those light switches, but you just were given what he was playing what you were giving him. Yeah, fair enough. All right. Evan takes game 1 in just 85 seconds. We'll move on to game 2. João looking to try and bounce back. And we start with a red 5 as we go for 12 here. 1-0 to Evan. Of course, I'd like to remind you that the format, of course, all games until the finals of each bracket will be best of 7. So it'll be best of 9 in the finals of the winners bracket, which will be for the winners of the 2 games on Tuesday. And then, of course, there will be the losers quarters for the winner here, and then they will converge on the losers semifinal, and then the losers final will be whoever loses the winners finals, which will go to a best of 9, as well as, of course, the grand finals being best of 9, and the winner of the winners bracket have to be defeated twice for the person who came out of the losers bracket to win the D2 championship. So no first turn switch from João, but Evan's going to do it instead. Goes into blue, also has a double play in there, and he switches it now to yellow. So Evan's trying to control the switches this game. One up this time from Evan. João, nothing there. First self draw, second self draw of the game for João. And yeah, the first self draw was on that wild Uno, but João able to find something there, has a triple into green, closing on the 0. Definitely not the worst move. Double play there from Evan, and João just gonna keep playing it cool on the green. 2, and then a self ditto 8 from João has both the green 8s. Had a lot of like numbers in his hand, but hasn't had much in the way of ammo to contend with. And Evan leaving a +6 door open. Goes from green to red, sends João back to 10. And Evan's at 2. And João gonna punish, so this will be a little bit of a reset here. We tie it up at 8 apiece after that play. And a yellow 1 there from Evan. The 6 from João. And João draws again. Still nothing from João. Evan running uncontested here in yellow. Down to 5 cards now. Evan setting up here, typing for a good minute here. Does he have a run to check maybe the end? My goodness. Yeah, you can't. What do you chalk that up to? What do you chalk that up to? I got nothing. I got nothing. I have absolutely nothing for that one. That is absurd. Yeah, I I have nothing. Evan, how many cards for game 3? No, 12. And he's gonna take it low.
Let's go gambling!
I'm yeah. Yellow 9 to start us off. I don't I apparently both indeed. And João finally finding a wild and goes green. That stops out Evan. That's his first self draw and a +4 and classic 6-card hand. This is just, you know what? This is just the perfect. This is the perfect series for a solo commentary. I have to say, there really isn't much I can say. I apologize. Sub minute. I don't even. I got nothing. That is 2 wilds and a +4. That is just an absurd hand. Evan, no 12. Go up to 9. This might be the quickest stream in Emory history if we see Evan win. I never thought I'd get to game 4 in 18 minutes, but you know that's just how things are tonight. That's just how things are. There's a 1 start. Evan's gonna go for a 3. Wow, with the other 1. Lots of like numbers on the board. And João gonna draw early. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yellow 4 now from João. And undercutting is Evan to red. +2 from João. Trying to get some momentum mounted here. Takes the possession arrow lead with that play. Evan able to stay with it with a 5. João draws, though. Evan with another 5. That sets it up. João with a huge top deck to green. Evan still ahead by 1. Make it 2. 1 from Evan, and now João with a reverse. Down to 4. Is he setting something up here? Jesus. Home table advantage does not exist today. Good God Almighty. I still have nothing. I still have nothing. Like, that is, like, what do you even do? Like, the Evan's red undercut, the only thing I can point to there, there's really not much more you can say. I really got nothing more. The double 5 was the only thing you could point to. Yeah. All right. You can ask Joao for game 5. No 9. Go with 7. Start with a green 1, game 5. 8 minutes. This is like a weak attempt at a hot lap. Double play from Joao to start us off. Evan, not much more you can do other than an open door reverse. No more hot lap challenge, but it's just a weak hot lap. You take that, hey, you take that game 2 away, it's a pretty solid run. You're talking hot lap. Joao, nothing more off that draw, so. But Evan top decks a blue reverse, brings us over there. He's back down to 5. Joao with nothing. Evan, can he continue rolling down on the blue? Does have an 8. Virtual best of 3 as well moving forward here in this series. Joao crossing to green, has an 8 in his hand. See if that slows Evan down at all here. Joao trying to break the trend. The road team, perfect so far. No home wins. Joao with the +2 draw. At this point, it's trying to. You can't even blame them if they're going for these runs at this point, because you never know what could be on the other side, because these have been very quick and speedy games, and the ammo has been reigning supreme. So anything you can do to slow down the other side from making a run at it, even if it means leaving some doors open. So Evan plays off the open +2, and then we see a trips 5, and we're going to stay yellow. Joao with a double play. Evan with a 1 brings himself down to 3, looking to try and keep the road player streak alive. Joao going to go with the 8. Evan, here he comes from 3. Does he have a triple finish? And at this point, it seems automatic. Just a green wild. He's down to 2. Remember, both sides have a power play here, so see if oh my goodness. That's 2 wilds. He's probably got the, oh, wow. Now that is a huge spot to have that. That was a surefire Evan win. Joao slows it down, resets it a little bit, but Evan did pull at least 1 blue on that +2. Does he have an odd one out? Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? That's not the wrong move if you're Joao. Not at all. That is just tough luck to pull 2 blues. And it's 3-2. Both still have their power play, and I'm amazed at what is going on here. There's really nothing to say. Like, what did they do wrong other than play the cards they were given? That is absurd. All right, Evan, no 7 for game 6. Bring it up to 11. Second highest card start of the match here. And they're going to go with a green +2 open door to start us off. Do we see Evan run through the door off the bat here? Considering the aggression levels you have to have with how things have been going in the series. Nah, he's going to close it with a 7. Triple play from João. Double reverse into the green 0. Keeping it green. Takes a lead. Then the 8. Half off special by Evan. They've been running it quickly. 1 up from João to the 5. The 1 from Evan. Another 5 from João. Lots of double numbers here tonight. João down to 5. Evan just behind at 7. Evan out. João can continue rolling with the 7. Evan still no answer for the green. Can João make it all the way down? He's going to switch to blue to try and make that effort. Trying to force a game 7. And I would say his record time is probably the quickest series in D2 chip history. It probably will shape out to be that way unless we get like a 30-minute game 7. +2 from Evan. João down to 4. Evan with a 9 down to 6. João with a green wild brings him to 3. Can Evan respond? He can respond with a wild crossover, and that'll stop João in his tracks. Great wild save from Evan. Playing the patient game, knowing he needed a switch over, and that is what he did. Great work there, but João top decks a 4 to keep pace. And now Evan runs out, so he might... Ladies and gentlemen, do I see Draw City in this economy? There's a 5 just to set something up. In this booming ammo economy. The reverses are up like 7 points right now. And the +4s are up like 20 points. Oh, here's power play for Evan looking to wrap it up. What did he find in the deck? I don't even care about the language from João. That is just pure frustration. I can't blame him at all. And Evan, Jesus, like, Evan, what did you find in the deck that led you to the power play? What brought it all together for you there? Ammo is like fairly even though, which is just insane. Like the biggest disparity is the +4s. Everything else is quite close on the stats. Got the +4 to tie it together. So, and yeah, no comment from João. Congrats, Evan. Thoughts on the win? Thoughts on moving on? You're gonna get either My-Hell or Pikachu, depending on who loses that game on Tuesday. So, tall task. It would be a rematch with Pikachu if he were to lose. So yeah, thoughts on that before we wrap it up. God, I can't even. Oh, Evan's locked in now. Evan's locked in now. Good God Almighty. I don't even know what to say anymore. You know what? I'm glad we didn't have a co-commentator. We didn't need one. We did not need one. But Evan breaks the road winning streak in the series by picking up game 6. Able to power play, finds a +4 in the deck, and it felt like João was really snake bitten from this one. Even if the stats don't bear that out. And he was able to cook on the low tier, but Evan just had the mid tier locked up in the final game. So that is the story here from losers round 2, game 1 of 2. We will have the next one between Red and Ridley tomorrow afternoon, but at 2 o'clock. I will be there. Someone else will be there. I think it's Leah and Leah for that game. So make sure you join us. Just forgive me. I'm just getting the bracket in here. That's the one drawback is I'll have a co-commentator. They can tell me they can tell me their closing thoughts while I'm doing this. It's fine. We're doing fine. Tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern time. 2 o'clock Eastern time. Red and Ridley, and the winner will get either Gio or Mark. The loser of that game, the loser of My Hill and Pikachu, will get Evan, who has just moved on tonight. 4-2, and probably what is the shortest postseason stream. Like, even the sweeps were longer than this. Like, this is just absurd, man. But yeah, Evan, all the near promoted at this point. Now he's looking towards the championship. But again, Red and Ridley tomorrow, and then on Tuesday, the winners semifinals. On both 12 hours apart, roughly 11 a.m. Eastern time, we will have Mark and Gio. Gio, the only double-digit seed left on the top side, and then out of 3, now there's only 2 left at him and Evan at this point, and Mark and Gio, 11 a.m. with G, and then I'll be on with Liam Tapir at 10:30 p.m. with My Hell Pikachu on Tuesday. But first up will be Red and Ridley. Myself and Leah will be on the call for that one, so make sure you join us at 2 o'clock tomorrow. But for now, thanks to Cody Smart for reffing. Thanks to both for showing up for this. Albeit, I can't believe a playoff match went this fast. Just absurd. But Joao's season ends tonight. Unclear on promotion stakes. That will be determined at the end of the tournament. And Evan moves on, and D1 is well in his sights from 4 true wins this season. Gifted a spot in the LCQ, now very much staring down the barrel of D1. Thanks everybody for watching. On behalf of the entire team at Emery Uno, I am not short. Wishing you a good Sunday night, and we will see you tomorrow afternoon for Red versus Ridley. You've been watching the 2025 MRE Uno Division II Championship.